Well, we're back here with Chris Taylor, who I personally picked out as man of the match. Chris, you seemed a little bit surprised at that, but you anchored the back three very, very well in a tough game tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was a battle. It always comes down to big moments. You got to make big moments matter, and it was 11 men, and the guys that came in, the guys on the sideline that defended. I mean, that's what you've got to do anytime you play in a match where it's, your single elimination. You've got to defend your hearts out, and that's what we did.
You talk about big moments, but you don't want to talk about the negative, but you missed 2 penalties, or save one and miss one.
Yeah, I would argue that there's not many times that you can say you've missed 2 penalties and win the game. So I think that just shows resilience inside of the guys, and like Coach said throughout the training for the last 3 to 4 weeks, we just got together. We're still building ourselves, and it's impressive that against that adversity with 2 missed penalties that we're still able to come out on top. And we could have put away the game in the first probably 40 minutes and still didn't, but we dragged it out and got to see who we are.
Tell us about your other 2, in that back 3, and also that impressive goalkeeper, Bryson Reed.
Oh, you always feel comfortable when Bryson's there. You know that if the ball's over the top in the air, he's going to come. He's going to be clean with his hands. You've got Havo on the right. You've got Ale on the left, and both of them did a wonderful job in the 1v1 challenge. And they were isolated over and over again, and they proved their value on a consistent basis.
Was it difficult to not talk about what happens now? Of course, it's FC Tulsa. Was that difficult to keep your feet on the ground tonight?
It's always on the horizon. We know what's at stake, but we always know one goal wins the game to push you on. You're 90 minutes away from your next step, but each minute is going to dictate whether you make that step. And we talked about process and moving ourselves forward. Each and every single play, every restart, every pass, every turnover for that matter, and turnover into the game. And that's what we were able to win the game off. So it's impressive. And
finally, Chris, I know that you played in that game last year because you and I have talked about it. You went down by 2-1, but it's going to be a different game here, isn't it?
Sure. It's different. It's obviously different when you've got all the green and yellow sitting across the sideline. And it's the second opportunity. It's a great club. It's FC Tulsa's done a great job. They're building something really special in the city of Tulsa. But the Tulsa Athletic have something very unique and impressive in every right. And I told the guys in a message this morning, I said, you need to understand whether you've played just your first cap for the club or you've played some of the guys that played over 100 games. It's a privilege to wear the jersey. Whether it's green, whether it's pink, it doesn't matter. It's a privilege to wear the jersey, and when you get into the oldest tournament in the country, you better know that you're going to battle, and that's what we did.
I tell you what, Chris, congratulations on being our man of the match, and we'll see everybody back here and you in 2 weeks' time.
Appreciate it.